Hello, 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 hello. This is Tevs of the Unknown, and I'm here with another reaction. This one is another death battle. This one is featuring two of my childhood icons, Ash from Pokemon, going up against Yugi from Yugioh. Oh man, I don't even know how I'm supposed to choose this one. Honestly, I'm gonna wait to hear the information, and then I'm gonna decide because I can't choose. This is probably one of the toughest ones I've had to really pick because for the most part I've watched a lot of the Pokemon. I haven't watched the later seasons, like, because to me when Misty and Brock left completely, I was done with the with the show because I just felt it was just too. Nah, it wasn't for me. And also, again, PSA: if you hear snoring, it is the dogs in the back. They are sound asleep. Thank God, because they're kind of chatty. So yeah. All right, back to the video. And so I just basically stopped watching Pokemon. Honestly, um, when it came to Yugi, I probably watched that one more, and I don't know. I love Yugi. It's time to do. It cold, but the Pokemon theme is colder too, man. And also, for those of you, I was wondering why. I was like, at first when I was younger, I thought that the Pokemon theme song was sang by Michael Jackson. And I was like, people say, nah, man, you crazy. Man, Michael Jackson ain't gonna see no Pokemon theme song. I'm like, damn. Maybe not, but it sounds like him. But then later on, I found out, like, just last year, that it was the backup singer of Michael Jackson the Pokemon theme song, the OG one. I'm like, that's fucking cool. See, I do. It had me. It wasn't Michael Jackson, but I was close. So, anyways, man, I don't know who would win this one, and for some people, I know, like, they like skipping ahead to the battle, but I like learning information about stuff because this may be something I missed or don't know about. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just watch the whole fucking thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into this shit, man. But I will say this before I start: if it comes down to Yugi and Ash, I don't know, man. Because there's Yami, and Yami's the dude that fights for Yugi through the Millennium Puzzle. So we'll see what happens there. I wonder if that's going to play a factor. Alright, here we go.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Fly!
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Shit.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's go.
This is a big episode, just looking how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your... Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than
Bro,
Gary.
he has a day? National Ash Ketchum Day? How am I not knowing this? This is crazy. Age 10 for 25 plus years? That man don't age, bro. That's crazy. And he's only 4'7", so that's a short fucker. He's really short. I mean, I'm 5'8", so I'm legit But I don't know. I mean, he could obviously grow. He's only 4'7", so he can obviously grow because he's only at 10. We'll see, man.
Dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So, Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
Trauma
25
bonding.
seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture.
Yep.
Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Oh
Ash is
shit!
equipped with tons of Pokeballs
It's always something.
and an all-knowing Pokedex.
I never watched the
That's
anime.
also a Pokemon,
Heard of the anime
but
version.
in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but
Spinneroonie.
Quick Attack increases that
That's lovely.
speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opted for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon.
And I'm
They're
gonna
not
say this,
just-
man. I'm one of those shippers that picked Ash and Misty to be together. I know there's a whole thing because some people like Serena and shit like that, but I don't know, man. I feel like Misty and Ash were like I don't know. That's just me. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's league ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but
Oh,
if he
and
needs
I want
them,
to point this out. How does he look like 10 and look like he could be at least like 12 or 13 here? As a season, because he did it almost seem like he was getting older. It was just, I don't know. To me, it felt like it. And then when the later seasons, he damn near sounds like he's like 9 or 10. I'm just saying.
they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias didn't action replay a friggin' Latios. My man will win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as
4K.
Infernate's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Ha-ha!
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board.
Nah,
Soon
Charizard
after
was a
packs,
bitch, bro.
Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Side Beam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard is so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokédex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and
That's
Pikachu
crazy.
cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all.
Okay,
Serpent,
Ma.
Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new
Oh,
regions,
damn,
soar new
get him
flying
into the
types
vibes,
like
bro.
Pidgeot. On land,
They
Ash's
got me.
physical offense
They
like
got me.
Melmetal and Crocodile. And Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his
Oh,
own
shit.
hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime. The stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
Oh.
Omega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when
crap.
Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a
What?
huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja
Nah, that's
and the
cold,
ones
though.
with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Oh,
Ash's
shit.
Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones. Who halted Reggie Gigas, who can toe
Yeah, that
into
would've
your
beat the New
regions.
York one.
Ash's team battled
With
Steven Stone
ease.
and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Ah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, poor kids.
Boomstick 4 kids weren't even around anymore when this aired.
Yeah.
Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar!
Giving the Rangers mini plan as a gift? Easy. Wrapping the game day experience?
He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move.
Nah,
All they
shit
need
looks
is a
weird. I'm
Power
sorry.
Ring,
That
some
design looks
JoJo
so fucking
poses,
weird.
and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time.
That's
Is
crazy.
there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Ash did
Yeah,
his best,
man.
and he had
I
no
was so
regrets.
happy for it,
now
man.
free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So, he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
God, yeah. Man, when I heard that it was ending, shit, that shit broke my heart, man. I had tried to go find, like, the episode to watch it, I think on YouTube. I mean, I tried, but I saw clips online, like on X and shit, and I was just, man, I was balling, bro. I was so fucking happy. Finally, that motherfucker won. Fail after fail after fail, but that's a life lesson, though. No matter how many times you fail, the true failure is giving up. Ash never gave up, and he finally fucking succeeded. Keep fucking going. You'll get there.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quince stuff for in 365-day returns. Quince.com/deathbattle.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
You see, that's
Wiz,
cold,
they were
man. I like that
banished to
shit.
the
That shit.
Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day,
Yo.
Yugimoto reassembled it
Yugi.
and wished for a friend.
Yugioh!
Yugioh.
Turn that tab up!
Oh.
Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the
Yeah.
puzzle would link his
Older
spirit
than
to an
Ash,
ancient
taller
fairy.
than his ass.
Yami.
Yami.
Always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle
Nah, that shit creepy.
Mario
Why
Party
did they show that?
platform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his
That's so
help,
fucking
Kaiba was
cold.
given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because
Circle of
Yugi had a
friends.
great
Anybody
early
remember
deck.
that shit?
Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups.
Trust in the heart of the
And
cards.
Exodi-
Oh,
there they
bitch.
go.
Okay,
Fucking
Yugi's
weak.
deck
I
is
hate that
so
motherfucker
good.
so
Why is it
much.
the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge.
Knocked his
Yugi's a
bitch ass
very
off the
clever
fucking boat.
strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning. And the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living plot that fast-forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand. Dark
Yeah.
Magician and his apprentice,
Dark
Dark
magic
Magician
attack.
Girl.
Both are masters of
Yeah,
dark magic,
oh.
and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder.
Oh,
That's
man.
thinking with portal.
God,
There's
this
support
made me think about my
monsters,
fucking
too.
childhood,
Catapult
bro.
Turtle is a bot with a
Shit,
cannon
we were
that literally
really-
launches other monsters.
we were really
and when Yugi
spoiled.
comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes
We were so
monsters,
fucking spoiled,
he
man.
brought
We
down
had
an entire
fucking...
fortress.
Nowadays,
Wait,
this shit is
that's
so
not how the
fucking
card
lame,
game works.
but...
Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects.
See, I don't know any of the manga or anime for Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yugi draw 2 more cards.
And I know
like
there's
Pot
supposed to
Greed,
be
which
a
lets
more
him draw 2
darker
more
versions
cards,
and
like
crazier
If things get
versions.
dicey,
So.
he has more track cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
Got your bitch ass.
Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless,
Cheating
Yugi
ass.
and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba.
Of course, fucking Kaiba.
Really wanted
Kaiba's
to
like
salty
Vegeta
run
in a
back
way,
against his
ain't he?
rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hitter, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon,
Oh, I
Ra,
remember that.
the God Phoenix,
Ah.
and Obelisk, who strikes with
I
the
still
power
have my
of
Yugi,
infinity.
my
This was a
Yu-Gi-Oh
different
cards.
ball
Though.
game altogether, but Yugi
My
was
duel
starting
monsters.
to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
If I showed you my poker face, I would be giving you all my cards.
No. Get that woman. Oh yeah, this one's better.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic.
I didn't know there was a Dark
Probably
Magician girl.
defeating Ra.
Shit.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the card.
Yeah.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple
His
lifelong
plot
bonds,
armor,
and
but I
his
love
real
it.
name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of
Yeah.
existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. he would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch attempt. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story.
I didn't know
Another
that, man. Kaiba can't let shit go. Kaiba's sorry as fuck, bro. I'm telling you, he is the Vegeta of Yu-Gi-Oh. He can't let it go. He can't accept the fact that he's second. Same thing with Vegeta towards Goku. It's, oh my god, bro. Kaiba literally traveled to the afterlife so he can battle a Tem, so he can get the fucking victory. That is so fucking lame. And Yugi moved on to bigger and better things, going bigger game design and shit like that, being known as the greatest duelist of all time, living his best life. Kaiba over there acting like a little bitch has to go travel into the afterlife so he can finally pick up a win. Man, get the fuck out of here, Kaiba.
Ooh, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Oh shit, here we go.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right, this message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential open earbuds Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late.
Oh shit, here we go.
All right,
I'm
the
stretching
combatants
out.
are set.
I'm
We've
stretching.
run the data through all possibilities.
Damn,
Before
it's
we
so
start,
dangerous.
let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon
Shoulder
anime
injuries
and
are no fucking
duels
joke,
later
man.
on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Damn.
And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to death battle!
Here we go. Oh my god, this one is about to start.
With Wix. For your words?
Alright, here we go. Alright, oh yeah, I didn't choose. I'm gonna say Yugi. I don't know, man. I feel like Yugi. You go through Yami, but you gotta go through Yugi too. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna stay with Yugi. I'm sorry. Okay.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
See, those trap cards be fucking crazy.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down.
That's what I'm talking about. The face down card. Oh my god. Ooh.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Oh, fuck those Toro, man.
Charizard!
Oh, fucking Charizard. This is so fucking chaotic. Oh my god, the German suplex. That is so crazy, bro. It is so fucking chaotic. What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god. What is happening? Oh. Yo, man. Hey, wait a minute now. Hold up, man. He can only draw like 5 fucking cards. 5 fucking animals. 5 fucking monsters. This Ash is just throwing all the fucking Pokemon at him. Man, this is bullshit, bro. Yeah, get it. Get his ass. Ooh.
Aha!
Oh my god. god. Hey, man. Cheating ass.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now. I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Get his bitch ass.
Who's that Pokemon?
Araxi, goddess of light!
No, yes, yes. Get the bitch asses.
Magic! Araxi, Joser!
Yeah, you said fuck chance. Fuck that. Oh my god. It is so crazy. Everything's just happening.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh no. Fuck.
10 million ball
Block it, block it.
You activated my trap card, Magic Cylinder!
Oh.
With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
Oh, yes. Oh my god. Don't tell me I actually won one. Is that it? Oh my god, they won.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Bro, you gotta say, man, in the clutch, in the clutch, Ash, when it comes to clutch moments, Ash fumbles. He only won that one time, that one championship. But Yugi is a clutch guy. He is like MJ, okay, and Ash is like LeBron. Clutch.
Good. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even a Tem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale, since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man.
Oh no, your girlfriend's dad doesn't like his gift. Maybe there's
Just
time
punch
to
his
get
ass
on
when you
something
lose
else.
it. They fuck that
Right?
shit. Let's do this. Let's go hands.
Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunstill Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokémon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not
That was
think
pretty
it's
fucking
Sparrow,
cool.
but Ash got Yugi
But Yugi,
owned.
I always
The
felt
winner
like Yami
is
or
Yugi
Yugimoto is so much more.
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face.
Okay, so that was amazing. That was fucking great, man. Yugi fucking won, and it just shows, like I said, man, Yugi's more clutch in the big time moments. It's like you can win the regular season games all you want, but when it's time to get down into the tournament, you've got to win the big ones. Oh boy, finally, Ash finally won one. We're all happy about that. But when we have to put him versus Yugi, I'm sorry, but Yugi, they got it, bro. They clutch as fuck. You put MJ versus LeBron, MJ's winning that shit every fucking time. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And so that's why I feel like that's what that is. That was that was so much fun. It was so chaotic, bro, because there was like so many monsters and all. Yugi had to put was at least 5, I believe. So the trap. I felt like the trap cards would be the undoing. The trap cards and the magic cards would get his ass. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for more death battles. I'm gonna do some more that I haven't seen because there's a lot more that I haven't seen. So I'm gonna do those as well as the newer ones that are gonna end up coming out next year. I cannot wait for that. That was fun. Hope. Do you guys agree with the decision of Yugi going over Ash? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate those who take the time to watch and even leave a like or a comment. I truly appreciate that. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe and share, please, if you feel like it. All right, you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe out there. World keeps getting crazier, and cherish the ones you love. And yeah, I see you guys in the next video.